Greetings, my friends. I am sure that all of us have plenty of memories from this life that we could think about, that we really need to cleanse. However, have you ever given any thought to the hundreds of memories from the thousands of incarnations that each of us have passed through on our road to the Ascension? As we come closer and closer to our 51% balancing of karma, we also need to work into our schedules the necessity of cleansing those past records that still weigh upon us and do affect our day-to-day feelings, relationships, and our work. Serapis Bey, in his book Dossier on the Ascension on page 42, speaks of our need to purify our memories of the accumulation of perhaps thousands of incarnations from which we have many memories stored. He said, I am urging upon you then the recognition of the need to purify your memory body of all the sordid details which are stored there, of all patterns whatsoever that are of negation, of all activities that are distinctly anti-Christ, which lie as obsession within the soul, and of all beneath the surface of consciousness, which is not the purity of the supreme consciousness of the Christ mediatorship of your higher mental body, or Holy Christ Self. End of quote. At first it might seem an impossible task to work on the total accumulation of our records of mem, or all the memories of the past, sordid details, patterns of negation, of all memories of distinctly anti-Christ in nature. However, the saving factor is that by use of the violet flame, we can, as it were, use the broad brush of the violet flame and call for all memories to be transmuted. See yourself, throw them into the sacred fire. And though we may have to do it numerous times to catch them all, it must be done if we are going to purify. All be in a state of consciousness. You just have to be consciously aware when you work on it. Know what you're doing when you do it. What I mean to point out is that so many times it becomes rather rote or just automatic that we toss it into our decree calls rather than consciously making the call. Serapis clarifies it further on page 39 by saying, every ascended master has passed through the ascension flame here at Luxor, but long before the possibility of that event had any validity for them, they first passed their memory through the flame. They first passed their memory through the flame. The infestation of mortal thought and feeling, the variance from divine measurement, and the awful putrefaction of mortal ideas accompanied by the ego have wrought havoc to the tender folds of memory. End of quote. So it is purify, purify, purify. It is recommended that we use 40.05 and 40.06 for such work. And I recommend that we memorize these so that we can do them while we drive to work or play or clean the house or whatever we do. You remember, as the prophet Isaiah has said, thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. Isaiah 26:3. When we discipline our thoughts to be constantly into spiritual things and beings, we do find that peace and that joy of being. So having the decrees mentioned above going through your mind as you do other things is the path of true peace and freedom. God bless you today as you climb higher on the path to the Ascension.